Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting discussion. Please watch the video from the beginning up to the end, and please don't forget to put a notification bell so that you don't miss out on some of these videos that will be coming directly to your screen. In our discussion today, we are actually going to have David Jr. in our discussion, and a lot of other issues we shall be discussing in today's video. David Jr. had been working really so hard when he was in the village, and also moving up and down here and there and trying to help, these people in the community. Recently was actually helping some old woman, to construct for her house, it was a muddy house, so they're trying to improve it. So David Jr. has really been working so hard in ensuring that that project goes on very well, and things move so smoothly, and also he has been actually helping a lot of youth in the community, Murimi, Vapor, and the drunkard, so David Jr., after all these things, he felt like he needed to go and probably have a rest, and he actually left the village. He went and he met with his friend. She's called Wichi. I don't know whether I pronounced the name well. So this is just a friend to David Jr. But the way a lot of people were really taking it very seriously, like, David Jr. is in the love with the girl, but even when you look very closely, there is actually nothing happening between these two people. But I can assure you that a lot of people were throwing a lot of words towards David Jr., and I have a feeling that there are even those ones who were able to reach him directly on the phone, because the rate at which people were really pouring a lot of messages to David Jr. on his premium, it was actually very much alarming. He even had to cut short that vacation, that short break that he has taken for himself to come back to the village, because people were actually giving him very hard time. Very hard time, a lot of messages here and there, criticism only. It made me to wonder, is now David Jr. supposed to conduct himself like he is in prison, or he is supposed to be a free person? I really fail to understand what was the intention of those people who were sending those messages in those premiering to David Jr. Because to me, I felt like it was not right. It's like some individuals wanted to control David Jr. in whatever things that he does. Of course, it's good to advise people. It's good to give them right direction. But sometimes there are people who do them in, in the level that is actually, I feel not right. Because the reason why I've decided to bring all this out. First of all, the fake village leader was the one who released videos talking about David Jr., about his girlfriends and the rest. The fake village leader was the first person who released a video and criticizing David Jr. And when David Jr. left the village and he went and met a friend, I saw the rate at which people were criticizing him. And that made me to think twice that when the fake village leader released a video and he was criticizing David Jr., I have a feeling that there are individuals who are using fake village leader to actually go against David Jr. That is my thinking. Because when you look at the comments on the fake village leader YouTube platforms, and you go that video of David, when the video was premiering, the comments are almost the same, you know. And some of those people who commented on the fake village leader YouTube platform were actually the same individuals who were commenting on David Jr. platform when the video was premiering. Me, I want to make it very, very straight. If you want to behave like you want to rule somebody's life, so you are too much into his kind of things, I don't think it is actually right. There are some individuals who have good intention with their advice, but there are some individuals, their advice, I felt like it was not right, because their advice was like sort of attacking David Jr. And the same messages, as I've said, was actually on the platform of the fake village leader when he was talking badly about David Jr. And the same individuals who were commenting on David Jr. YouTube platform. The truth is, David Jr. is still a young man. We must agree that. And it does not mean that he's really wasting his life, according to some individuals, who are really too controllable. I've even seen a little bit of criticism. When David Jr. visited, there is this guy who is actually staying in one of the properties of David Jr. That why is it David Jr. is going to visit that property when that guy also needs his own privacy? So what if they had communicated? Because not everything is being done on camera. David Jr.'s video can be like 1 hour. But how many hours are in a whole day? How many hours? How many hours are in a... So sometimes the rate of criticism should actually be controlled. Of course, I know people have a lot of appetite, giving David Jr. all the advices in this world. But also some advices have a very, very negative impact in the life of an individual. If you look very, very critically, David Jr., when his video is premiering, he does not be in that premium, like commenting. He only read comments, but he does not comment. So probably his weakness is answering people when the video is premiering. Because I've seen a lot of criticism in David Jr.'s premiering recent days. And I have a feeling that there are individuals who are actually two-sided. They're in favor of David Jr. and they're also in the favor of these so-called the negative reactors. I would really want to urge our good people outside there, because I've really seen when David Jr. left the village recently, he was forced to come back to the village very, very fast. And to go and make video with the baby police. He had to rush and make the video with baby police to show people that actually baby police is okay. I have a feeling he did that because of pressure that was coming from some individuals. If all people are to tell David Jr., the person is supposed to marry, he might even end up marrying a wrong person. Me, I'm not saying baby police is a bad person. But if everybody want to advise you in this world, now whose advice are you going to take? Whose advice? You know? Whose advice are you going to take? You also need to understand that David Jr. is the one who knows the weakness of these girlfriends of his. He is the one who knows. For us, we only watch, you know? But he's the one who knows the details. But you find some people want to talk like they really know these people, their real personal life. You know? Of course, there are few individuals who might be knowing something little. You know? But who tells you also that David Jr. is soon getting married? I'm not seeing that. I'm not really seeing that soon, that David Jr. is soon settling. I'm not really seeing it. You know? So the kind of words that people are really throwing outside there, me, I looked at it like, no. It's good to advise, but the advice you're giving, you know, there are actually people, when they're giving you advice, they want to force you to take their advice. That's the problem with some people. If they have told you to do this, you must do it. You know? Then you find somebody threatening you. If you don't do this, I'm going to stop watching your videos. I'm going to stop. I hope that's not what is happening. You know? I hope that's not what is happening. Because the rate at which David Jr. rushed to make a video with baby police, there is something wrong. There is something wrong. You know? Don't be a kind of a person who will want to control anything that somebody does. You know? I'm not in support of him going with this and this and this, but I'm against somebody controlling you 100%. You know? Because what happened is that there was a rush for David Jr. to actually show people that baby police is actually there. But he has been making it very, very clear that he is not actually in love with baby police. I don't know why some people don't really understand that. He has said this several times. That baby police is actually a friend. You know? And some people are saying that if she's a friend, why did you go and introduce yourself to her parents? So if somebody is my friend, I should not go and introduce myself. A friend. You know? Me, I felt like it was not really right. You know? I felt like it was not really right. Yes. Me, I want to say it openly. Whoever want to listen will listen. But I felt like it was not right really to make him rush like that. No? I felt like it's not right. This is not the first time for such a thing to happen to David Jr. I recall also with Castor, there was too much pressure. Too much pressure. You know? But you see, if you remember very, very well, David Jr. had his reasons why he was not actually, opening up with Castor. He had his own reason. And then later, things came into the open, you know, and now people used to blame him. Things came into light, you know. So sometimes it's not really good to rush to judge people. It's not right, you know. It's not right, because I'm seeing this is becoming a very, very common thing between David Jr. I don't know whether those are his subscribers or his viewers, but I'm seeing something that is not actually right. You know? Something that actually is not right. So something is not right. So please, I would really want to encourage our good people. Please, if you're giving even advice, Don't give advice you are like you are dictating to somebody. You must do this, you must do this, you must. No. No. Me, I say no. I say no. You know? Even if people were very pleased to see baby police, you know? But I don't think he did it willingly. He did it because he wanted to show people that actually baby police is there. You know? It's the reason why he did it. He made that video. He wanted to please those who were talking badly. You know? So please, let's try to control the pieces of advices that we are giving to our people outside there. Me, I'm not saying that all advices are bad. But how you give it, you don't give advice and you're just dictating to somebody. You know? Me, I felt like that was not right. And I felt like I needed to talk about it. You know? I felt like I needed to talk about it. People actually want to control David Jr. That's what I've seen. There are some individuals who feel like they need to control him. Give him advice, but don't go that extra mile, you know. And now you start looking like you want to frustrate his life. No? It's not right. It's not right. So, I was actually able to watch a video from Mayan. You know? Last time I made a video and I was saying that the fisherman was slapped. And some individuals thought maybe I was joking. It is true, he was slapped and he was kicked. You know? He was slapped and kicked. And they had some disagreement because of, I think, according to the person who told me, that actually there's some disagreement of land also arising between the two of them. You know? It seemed like their father did not distribute the piece of land to them. You know, to the boys, eh? It looks like. Because, you know, people want to pretend on camera, but the truth will always come out. You know? And I saw his friend Mayan came out trying to protect that it was the wall of the G castle that was slapped. You know? Slapped and boxed. You know? That's a lie. Kintu was slapped and kicked by his own brother. Whether they want to try to camouflage it or not, for us we have already put it in the open. That is what exactly happened. You know? That's what happened. So whether they want to talk and talk and talk, let them talk. But for us, we have already brought the information out that Kintu, you know, was actually slapped by his own brother. Yes. He was slapped. Of course, people will always come out to try to protect here and there. But the information has already leaked. And the information that has already been leaked, it's very hard to take it back. Very, very hard. You know? So let him swallow and, you know, let him swallow that. The man was slapped and kicked. That's the information me I got. And I put it out. And I saw the man, his friend, it's called Mayan. It's coming out that he's protecting Kintu. He was not slapped. You know? It was the G castle that was slapped. My friend. The man was slapped. You know? The man was slapped, and for him, he was there opening his eyes. You see, sometime back when, you guys remember Fundi something. Fundi or Fundidu. There was a mess that was actually happening in that construction site. And I released a video actually talking about that. The mess that was in that construction site of Kintu, the G stole something. And I released a video about that. Some people thought I was actually joking. You know? People were being given greens. You know, greens. And posho. Greens and posho. That is the food you will eat. And you will construct that out. You can imagine you have gone there early in the morning. You work up to evening. You eat greens and posho. here in Africa, people who are always go to the construction site, even if the greens they're giving you greens, they mix it with something, maybe, maybe beans and something, to make you have that energy. So the workers, they were complaining, they over complain about it. And for him, he was not listening. I made a video about that some time back. He was not listening. And he came out and he made a video that actually people are very happy, people are contented with what, And I'm like, no, this is not true. Me, I'd already got information that actually his workers are complaining. Remember, he used to criticize the travel commando, and yet the travel commando used to give his worker very, very good meal, But for him, because he wanted views, he used to talk badly, very, very badly about the travel commando. So, when I made that video, it was not even a week. Fundi Duke came out and started criticizing the fisherman. How he's not feeding the workers well, how he's not doing this and this well. And they had a misunderstanding with Fundi Duke, and Fundi Duke actually left that construction site. But we were telling him the truth, that please, you give these people the food actually that can sustain them, during that work, And the reason why I came to realize that the fisherman is actually a very mean person. Because at some point, he told Mayan that, why is it that for you don't want to work, you only come the time of eating? He said that to Mayan. And not only once, even last week he said it. Last week he actually told him that, man, it seems like for you can just smell food at a distance. Because Mayan will always reach there when they are serving the food. But see, because Mayan he has his own personal problems here and there. He has nothing to do. He has to go there to, to sustain himself, because even he sleeps in that very home. That's why sometime back I said, don't be surprised that Mayani would have, impregnated the sister to the fisherman. It's just a matter of time. You wait and see. Because there are some small information that is actually coming, but we have not yet confirmed. We want to confirm when she is now pregnant. Yes, but we are starting to get small information that something is not right. And the fisherman is aware of it, by the way. He knows it. But because he knows his sister is actually, nobody can actually be with her. She has tried like two men, but things are not working out. Things are not working out. And I can assure you, probably Mayan will take over. For us, we bring these issues just when we are joking, when we are smiling. But I can assure you, we have the details, some small details. But of course, someone will ask, where is the evidence? But it's actually alleged that something is cooking. Something is cooking, so don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I've already told you what is actually happening. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Daniel was also not feeling well. I think also the same issue of malaria. When it's actually a rainy season, there's a lot of mosquitoes. And these mosquitoes, some of them causes malaria. So I think it's the reason why malaria right now is a very, very common thing. But all will be well, because the most important thing is to detect that, you are actually having malaria. Then you go and seek for medical attention. Yes, all will actually be well. All will be well, And also, actually, the construction is moving very, very fast. According to the travel commando, was actually saying you need only 2 days for the house to be done. According to the video that I was watching from the wife yesterday, that today maybe the house will be complete. And I've also been in position to watch one of the videos of good people in the construction site. The house was already having light. Things are actually moving so well. And big up to our good people, who are actually ensuring that all is moving well in the very, very good direction. I would really want to thank all our good people who are, helping to contribute that everything is actually moving very, very well. And thank you, Milton. We really appreciate. Today, actually, we're going to have 2 videos. This is our first video. The second video will actually be coming. So please remember to put a notification bell so I don't miss out on some of these videos that will be coming directly to your ears. And also don't forget that also David Jr. came back to the village because he want to start the slabbing of his house. Probably today he has started the slabbing of the house. So actually things are moving so well, and big up to our good people who always come and support us by watching our videos. Really, really do appreciate your big support, to our platform. Thank you so much, my good people, and thank you so much for watching. We shall be having 2 videos today. Don't forget that this is the first one, and the second one will be coming. Thank you so much. Very special greetings to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and not forgetting all of you watching me from the Caribbean, and not forgetting our good people here in Africa. Thank you so much, and thank you a million times. We really do appreciate you. Big up to you, and thank you so much. Let's meet again in our next video. God bless all of you. See you in the next one.